Boys, there have been so many new amazing pitching cards, especially in set 3, that have kind of changed the rotation in pretty much everybody's roster. It's kind of crazy, but there's just so many good arms that came from set 3. I felt like I had to make a top 10 ranking video over the best pitchers that you guys should be using in MLB The Show 23. Now, a lot of these guys are simply just better than older dudes because we're seeing a lot of those Jim Kim series cards with just crazy outlier guys. Guys that throw like 92 mile an hour screwballs, guys that throw 97 mile an hour sliders. Like, they're gonna make this list and they're gonna make a bang in the top 10 rotation. But before we get into this video, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub on the channel as we're growing every single day. Also, if you haven't already, I just started a Brady baseball channel where I'm going to be doing IRL baseball stuff, and I am going to be doing a lot of like trade rumors, baseball talk videos. Not all of them will have a face cam, some of them will, but make sure you sub to it. It's going to be the first link down in the description. Let's get into it. If you guys want cheap stubs, make sure you guys go to u4gm.com. What they will end up doing is all they do is you give them your ID, their password, they do it all for you, and then you just put in my coupon code for Brady to get 5% off your purchase. Link will be in the description below. Alright, so first things first, I love to add honorable mentions to the list every single time. I usually do 3 of these. So these are 3 guys that were just outside the top 10, but I still think are absolute great pitchers and can definitely make your rotation. Our first honorable mention is Zach Gallen. Now, Zach Gallen is just a really good card. 101 hits per 9, 119 pitching clutch, which is what carries this card. The hits per 9 are a little bit low, but the pitching clutch pretty much maxed whenever you parallel him up. He's got a really good pitch mix. The knuckle curve, 4-seam, cutter, sinker mix with the changeup is one of the best in the game, and he has amazing control. So he's got 91 control on his heater, and he's got 96 on his knuckle curve. Like, he can spot up a little bit. And I really like this card. I think that his breaks look really good and his differentials are amazing. So I think that he's a good honorable mention. He's pitched pretty good. The honorable mention is going to be Greg Maddox. Now, Greg Maddox is just really good because, again, amazing control. 99 control of his sinker, 97 control of his cutter. Good differentials. His pitches move all differently. And whenever you face this card on Hall of Fame and Legend and you've got a guy who can really dot up, he's amazing. And for only 28K, he's a really, really good buy. If you didn't pick him up from the season reward path, you're going to want to pick him up because he is a great arm. He just missed out the top 10. I think that there are a couple of guys that are just better than him. He definitely could have made it, but still a great pitcher, and I would recommend using him. It's just everybody's seen this card a ton. My last honorable mention is actually one that you guys probably haven't really thought about using or even seen a ton, but it's James Paxton. I think James Paxton is one of the most slept on pitching cards in the game. The only thing that hurts is 100 hits per 9, but he's funky, man. He's a little funky. He can get up to 100 on the heater. His cutter's really, really gross, and he's only about 17K. This is a budget beast guy that will definitely be in my budget beast video when I update it, but he's great. Like, he's a great budget arm, and if you guys are looking for someone who's under 20K, who's a lefty arms are really good this year, I would pick him up. The only thing is his control's not great, but on the heater it's 99 and on the cutter it's 92. So he can locate it enough, and he's got really good pitch break on his heater, and his knuckle curve, and his cutter's pretty gross too. So I like this card a lot. I think he's a really good steal for like 17K. Alright, now we're going to be getting into the top 10 list. At the number 10 spot today, I've got Chef G, Garrett Cole. Man, Garrett Cole's really, really good. The only thing I will say about Garrett Cole is, I don't know what it is, he gets railed sometimes, okay? He's a little more expensive, he's like 80K, but what's so good about him is the outlier heater. It's not outlier, but it's pretty much above 100 every single time. I don't know why they didn't just give him outlier like a lot of other guys, whatever. He's still consistently like 101, so it's not a big deal. Like, he's really good. He's got good control numbers. The thing is that his slider, I know this is 92 control, it's not that great. The 74 control on the cutter actually does really hurt him. I swear, if you don't perfect it, it's just not going where you want it to. And even whenever you do, it's such a big radius on pinpoint that, like, you'll perfect a cutter outside and it just will be nowhere near it. That's why I like the guys with pitching control over 90 on cutters and stuff like that, because if you leak a cutter over the plate, it's just gonna get smashed. And you can perfect a lot of guys, but what really changes the perfects from being like right down the dick or being on the corner is the pitching control. So it hurts him. That's why he's at the 10 spot. At the number 9 spot today, I didn't really know where to put Satchel because he's not like he has some crazy outlier other than the heater, but he's just really really, really good. Now, the thing is that you're going to be getting this guy from ranked, so you're going to get him from the program. If you pick him over Juan Soto, I probably would say you're a little bit crazy, and I don't think that Satchel Paige is somebody that a lot of people are going to use, just because a lot of people, whenever they get to World Series, they're going to be picking up Juan Soto and not Satchel Paige. But I will say Satchel Paige is he's pretty dang good. 112 hits per 9, 116 pitching clutch. Pretty good control numbers. On the sinker, it's at 85, which is a little sad, but 92 for the slider, 99 for the heater. That's definitely what you want to see, and the break is like 99 pretty much across the board. I know my webcam and sub counter are kind of blocking it, but Satchel Paige is definitely an amazing arm and someone that you probably should pick up. He's in the 9 spot today. I think he's really good. It's just one of those things where I don't know if you pick him over Juan Soto. Now, the thing with Shohei Otani that I will say is Shohei Otani obviously has some of the best stuff in the game. Like, his pitch mix is amazing. His stuff moves a lot. But what really hurts this Shohei card for me, and this is why he's in the 8 spot, is the control numbers. So he's got 97 control on his slurve, but other than that, his control numbers are horrible. 14 fastball at 88 control, cutter at 84 control, sinker at 78 control, and splitter at 73. Like, it just does not, he doesn't pitch it where you want him to. Like, his stuff's gross, and obviously this guy can hit and absolutely rake baseballs. But as far as the pitching side goes for this card, I wanted to put him in the top 10 because he definitely deserves it. But the control is just, it's so bad. I know a bunch of you guys who use this card have been saying the same thing. I agree. At the number 7 spot, we probably have one of my favorite arms so far this year. It's Chris Sale, the 110 hits per 9 and the max pitching clutch at 125. What's so hard about this card is just he's got good command numbers with 99 and 97 for 4-seam and slider, which is really what you want to see. He's just so funky and weird. He's the budget Randy Johnson. I stand by that. Like, he's a budget Randy Johnson. I love this card, and you can get him for like 60K. He's pretty good. He's in the 7th spot today. At the number 6 spot, we got the BR reward, Rubby Foster. Now, I'm probably not taking Rubby Foster. I'm probably taking the Bo Bichette just because I'm a big Bo Bichette fan. I think that he plays with a lot of swagger. I love him. But the only thing that hurts this card is the hits per 9 being 104 and 102 with the pitching clutch and the hits per 9. But he's got good command numbers. He's got gross stuff. And what's so cool about this card, outlier screwball with 99 break and 99 control pretty much. So it's just disgusting. It's like Devin Williams on steroids. So it's so fun. So Rubby Foster, I think, is actually kind of gross just because you've never seen a pitcher like him before. It's weird seeing a screwball coming in at like 90 miles an hour. It's really, really odd. And so that's why I put him up at the 6th spot today. It's just because I think that he's a little funky. I think he's really gross. Just making our top 5, my favorite pitcher in the game. And I love debuting this guy when I ended up debuting him on the channel. Shout out to that old gameplay. That was a while ago. But Justin Verlander, he's one of my favorite baseball players of all time. Like, he's awesome. Outlier heater, good pitch mix, and he's got some quirks on him. I swear this card just... I understand that he only has 108 hits per 9, but he pitches like, it's just lights out. I love his pitch mix. I love the command and how his pitches move, and the 99 break on his slider and his 12-6. Like, he's gross. Like, he's gross. He makes the top 5. No surprise there. He's going to become outdated whenever set 4 comes out. But until then, I'm going to love this card. Number 4 spot today. A lot of people are probably going to be surprised by this, but I got the brand new Stroman card that's going for 60K. What's so good about this Stroman card is he's basically Greg Maddox with max hits per 9. 121 hits per 9, 125 pitching clutch. He's got 99 control of his sinker and 90 control of his cutter with 93 control of his slurve. He's pretty gross, and he's got 99 break on his sinker and pretty much his splitter too. So use this guy. If you don't have him, you want to pick up a good arm. He's just gonna absolutely die. He makes the top 5. I've been seeing some of the really good pro guys use this dude. Oh my goodness, he's just unreal. Making our top 3 in the number 3 spot today, I have Paul Skeens. Man, I love Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens with the outlier heater. He's got a really good pitch mix. He's got really good control. The only thing is the 83 control for the cutter, but 99 control for his heater. He does really well. His stuff moves a ton. He strikes out a lot of guys. He's awesome. I love Paul Skeens. I think that he's a top 3 arm. He's amazing. At the number 2 spot today, I wanted to put him number 1. I physically couldn't. However, he might be the best pitcher in the game. He might be the best pitcher in the game. It's Josh Donaldson. I don't know, man. The 97-mile-an-hour slider when you're facing on a Hall of Fame is crazy. And the fact that he has a sinker, a forkball, and an outlier heater, like, oh my gosh. Outlier 1 and 2. We've never seen a card with 2 outliers whenever it's not just 4-seam and sinker. I think the only other card we've seen like that is Brusar Gratterall. But John Donaldson, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy. He's got 99 control of that slider. He can dot that thing. He's got 92 control of his heater. Like, his break on the slider is a 99, 95 on the slurve, 94 on the forkball. Like, you're not touching this guy on Hall of Fame. It is so impossible to hit. And I just think that you guys got to pick him out of the... You got to pick him out of the reward path. You need this card. He's so amazing. I think that it's just crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. John Donaldson. One of the best pitchers in the game. And at the number 1 spot today, we have Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson, he's just bread and butter, man. I get to use this guy in co-op every single day, and I love him. I love him. I didn't take him, but Randy Johnson, he's a great arm. He's the best arm in the game. Just 102 sliders, everything moves a ton. He's got outlier, like, it's just hard. All the quirks play too. He's so big that he's like, I don't know, Chris Sale, but he's got 5 pitches and his stuff moves better and he's got better control. He's so good. But those are the top 10 pitchers in Diamond Dynasty. Now, as always, I love banter. Let me know what you guys think about this list. If you guys think that I missed anybody out, if you have any like budget beasts that have been doing really good for you or just guys that aren't really that common, let me know down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Before we end this video, if you like this video and you want to see more like this, make sure you guys smash a like and a sub button, as I'd really appreciate it. Tomorrow, we'll have a roster update. We'll have a Tops Now program and a lot of new stuff, so we'll have a video on that. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.